If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Logic will get you from A to B, imagination will take you everywhere. We can't solve problems by using the same kind of thinking we used when we created them. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge. You can't blame gravity for falling in love. Joy in looking and comprehending is nature's most beautiful gift. The only reason for time is so that everything doesn't happen at once. If you are out to describe the truth, leave elegance to the tailor. There are two ways to live. You can live as if nothing is a miracle, you can live as if everything is a miracle. No amount of experimentation can ever prove me right, a single experiment can prove me wrong. Common sense is the collection of prejudices acquired by age 18. I live in that solitude which is painful in youth, but delicious in the years of maturity. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. Everyone should be respected as an individual, but no one idolized. The monotony and solitude of a quiet life stimulates the creative mind. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. Coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. Peace cannot be kept by force, it can only be achieved by understanding. I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives and not in what he is able to receive. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. Intellectuals solve problems, geniuses prevent them. Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. Most people say that it is the intellect which makes a great scientist. They are wrong, it is character. The distinction between the past, present and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Only two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the former. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. The only source of knowledge is experience. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. Whoever is careless with the truth in small matters cannot be trusted with important matters. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. Never do anything against conscience even if the state demands it. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. If we knew what it was we were doing, it would not be called research, would it? Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. Any man who can drive safely while kissing a pretty girl is simply not giving the kiss the attention it deserves. A question that sometimes drives me hazy: am I or are the others crazy? If people are good only because they fear punishment and hope for reward, then we are a sorry lot indeed. Pure mathematics is, in its way, the poetry of logical ideas. Put your hand on a hot stove for a minute and it seems like an hour. Sit with a pretty girl for an hour, and it seems like a minute. The gift of fantasy has meant more to me than my talent for absorbing positive knowledge. Science is a wonderful thing if one does not have to earn one's living at it. You cannot simultaneously prevent and prepare for war. The release of atomic energy has not created a new problem. It has merely made more urgent the necessity of solving an existing one. Information is not knowledge. Nothing is more destructive of respect for the government and the law of the land than passing laws which cannot be enforced. Small is the number of people who see with their eyes and think with their minds. It is a miracle that curiosity survives formal education. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. I want to go when I want. It is tasteless to prolong life artificially. I have done my share, it is time to go. I will do it elegantly. People love chopping wood. In this activity one immediately sees results. The hardest thing to understand in the world is the income tax. I think and think for months and years. 99 times, the conclusion is false. The 100th time I am right. Before God we are all equally wise, and equally foolish. Reading, after a certain age, diverts the mind too much from its creative pursuits. Any man who reads too much and uses his own brain too little, falls into lazy habits of thinking. It is strange to be known so universally and yet to be so lonely. It is my conviction that killing under the cloak of war is nothing but an act of murder. The attempt to combine wisdom and power has only rarely been successful, and then only for a short while. The faster you go, the shorter you are. Human beings must have action, and they will make it if they cannot find it. Never lose a holy curiosity. Force always attracts men of low morality. The most incomprehensible thing about the world is that it is comprehensible. I shall never believe that God plays dice with the world. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales.